Welcome back. We are MoneyStars. Today I'm here with Mikhail, and today we will be talking about the first time we have invested. So last
Um,
episode we talked about savings, which is the unglamorous hero of financial freedom. It's not flashy, but it's reliable. Today though, we'll be diving headfirst into something way messier: our first time investing. You'll hear
yes.
wins, regrets, and one very greasy mistake. So there will be no guest today, just the two of us sharing our first investment stories. So
Yeah.
confession time. I actually have never invested before because I was never interested in it. Although I've seen a lot of ads like Momo and other that I cannot name off right now. I've never been interested in it because I was scared that I'll be losing money, and especially as I'm a student and I thought that investing was merely a hobby that adults with a lot of, I would say, throw away money would do. So Mika, what is your take on investing?
Yeah, I would say that like my journey on investing is like it's not say so like advanced and like realistically actually I just started cause like for me it was like FOMO. Like everyone around me cause like we are in the finance course, so everyone around me was like their conversations will always like like revolve around like investings and like
Yeah.
I always would hear like terms that they would say that like I don't even understand. So it like although like I'm not like an avid investor like even now, like it made me like more curious to like learn maybe just like the basics and like maybe like help me to like purchase like my first stock, those kind of things. So for me it wasn't really like it didn't really come like from within me. Like it was because those around me were just very into investing lah, and then like naturally you will grow curious about the topic also lah. That's how it started for me basically.
Mm, yep.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, have you seen any advertisements relating about investing? Because so far I've only known about Momo, but then I've seen like advertisements about tiger brokers, but I'm not exactly sure if whether that is also part of this investing thing.
Yeah, I've actually seen like I would say that like over the years I've started to see like more and more. Obviously, because like more companies are starting to like um they're starting to grow like they're becoming bigger. So like
Mm.
besides Mumu, like you said just now, the Tiger Brokers, then there's also one called Longbridge. Then
Mm-hmm.
also like there are many like crypto exchanges, so like Coinbase or like Gemini, like all these are like starting to like become very popular. So not I don't just see them like through advertisements, like even through like referrals. A lot of these brokers have referral programs. So naturally like everyone around me to like find out about these platforms. So yeah, I would say that they are becoming more and more popular, and I think that the trend is that there will just be more and more as like time goes on.
Yeah, I agree. I think that investing is getting much more popular now that
Yeah,
a lot of
definitely.
things
Yeah.
are accessible in like on the internet and as well as in real life, because I think
Mm,
the first advertisement I saw on Tiger Brokers was actually on the MRT, and I got curious by it
right.
because it felt like it catered more to the people our age more than like adults, like like full working
Yeah.
adults, and I thought that was pretty
Mm,
attractive, and it kind of
yeah.
like sort of lured me away from the thought that investing is a pretty intimidating hobby. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Mm,
what was, if you mentioned that you invested before, right?
yeah. I've invested
So
like a bit lah, a bit.
a bit. So
Yeah.
how was it like your very first time? Like how do you feel? Is it a bit nerve-wracking, or do you feel like, oh, it's actually nothing?
Okay, so like cause the first time I ever did it, I did it when like I like had like little money. So like obviously it was a bit like nerve wracking because like if your if your investment goes down, then you obviously feel like a bit like as in you feel bad lah basically, like because
Yeah, yeah.
you don't have so much. But like I think like cause I recently like got work part time also. So
Uh-huh.
like from that a bit of salary I got invest like a bit. So like when you are constantly like getting a bit of money like every month, those kind of things, then you might not be as scared because then again like it's not very likely that your investments will go like to zero lah. I mean that is assuming that you pick like the right investments also. Like if you pick like the big names, like it's unlikely that it will go to zero. So it wasn't really like very worrying for me when like I started to maybe earn a bit of salary from part time in a sense.
Mm,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Time goes by so fast. We are now 6 minutes into this podcast. So now we'll
Mm.
be talking about the TikTok video that our friend has posted,
Yeah.
Ethan.
Correct.
So he was talking about he was actually interviewing a few people our age about their first time investing as well and their investing story. So what do
Right.
you think about the video?
Yeah, I would say that like cause I watched the video, right? Like I would say that it's nice to see that more and more people our age are more intellectual in like the area of investing. Cause I don't think that maybe like in the past people our age were as knowledgeable about this topic. But like when I watched the video, like I could tell that the two guys were they were very knowledgeable lah about investing and they clearly know what they were like doing. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
it's nice to see, and also it's a good like in a sense like a motivator to like other people our age to like also kickstart their investing journey. Know that there are people like you who
Mm.
who do dare to take the first step. So there's really nothing to be scared of. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's all about taking the first step, and I really admire those guys because you can just tell that they were very like they essentially they knew what they were doing lah, in a
Yeah, and they
sense.
seem
Well
very
spoken.
approachable. Yeah,
Yeah.
approachable as well.
Yeah.
And I
Correct.
think we were both there and they were very welcoming as well. Like they
Yeah.
didn't judge like whether people who don't invest because they were just simply sharing their experiences.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they really enjoyed like the topic
Yeah.
about investing and they were really passionate about it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah,
Hundred
and
percent. Yeah.
I really like the quiz part because you kind of have to test the people that they like Ethan had to test them to see whether they really know about investing. And
Yeah.
honestly, even with their experiences that they said in the TikTok, I was honestly quite surprised that they got most, if not I think all of the questions correct, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say
So
that like
yeah.
because the like one of them like for one of the questions, most people would have gone for a straightforward answer, but this guy, like the first guy who answered, like he actually took a different approach to the question, and I honestly thought it was very like um it was
Insightful.
interesting. Yeah, it was insightful and interesting the way he thought about the situation when like everybody else would have thought another way. Cause like in a
Yeah.
sense, these questions is not like black and white, like right or wrong. Cause
Mm,
the
mm.
experiences is subjective to everyone. So like it was interesting to learn about how like a different person would view certain areas of investing in a sense. Yeah.
Yep, yeah. So
Mm.
unfortunately, we are 2 minutes in. So I think I will start on what we have learned for
Yeah.
through that TikTok video and what I've learned in general when I was approaching the topic of investing.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned before, I was actually pretty nervous and I didn't really bother with the like what people thought investing of like what people view investing as because once again I'm someone who's pretty adamant on losing my money and seeing that this is just seeing like a lot of these confusing financial jargons. I was very nervous and reluctant to start on this, what I would say, hobby of some people. But then
Right.
after the TikTok video, I think I felt actually really inspired because I noticed that people my age are starting to broach this broach investing in a open-minded manner. And yeah, they were actually really insightful and kind of, I guess they did motivate me into maybe
Hmm.
searching through apps like investing apps or websites and learning more about it. How
Right.
about
Yeah.
you?
I think like something that I've learned is that it it probably is like nerve wracking at the start, like because you are putting a big chunk of your money away and you don't know what's gonna happen to it. So I think you just have to take the first step because once you actually take the first step, you realize that it's not like all so bad, and that if you actually keep this habit up, it could really benefit your wealth in like years to come. So I think that for those who are like what's the word, like wary of investing, just know that it's not, you're not throwing your money away in a sense. You're sort of putting it in a place where it has potential to grow. Because either way, you're going to be putting it in like your bank or something where it's going to grow at a very slow rate. So might as well you obviously pick your investments wisely and then, let your money grow there instead.
Yeah,
That's what I
actually,
mean. Mm.
yeah, like like what Superman 2025 said, he's like despite not knowing what to do,
Yeah,
he always puts one foot in front of the other and tries to make the best choices he can. And I thought that's
right.
really inspiring and can link towards what we are talking about today, which is the first time that we are investing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for today's episode of Money Stars. Where your first time might not be perfect, but it's yours. So
Yeah.
feel free to send us your first investing stories in the comments. And it doesn't matter if it's cringy or not. We might read it on the next episode and share our own thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
So till next time, yeah,
Yeah. And if you want to see us in real life, you can come down to hang out if you're interested. We'll always be there. We'll always be hanging
yeah,
around there. So if you ever want to chat with us or maybe share something, we'll always be at hangout at FC5. So yeah, come on down.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, bye bye.